Hey, thanks for joining me. Hope you're doing well. We are currently in a quantum supercomputer called Earth. Inside of this computer, we've been fractalized into physical avatars. The cult of scientism promotes the idea that we are purely physical, three-dimensional beings with no inherent divine qualities. Scientism's heavy indoctrination all around us aims to hide the fact that we are electromagnetic beings who are in full control of our fate and the fate of humanity. We are not just physical, we are multi-layered. Within the aura, there are 7 layers, like the layers of an onion. If you could see the invisible, you would witness energy moving in and out of all of these bodies, based on your thoughts, actions, intent, diet, everything. And since all of these bodies are connected, it's important to keep them healthy and free of toxicity. Not only are we multi-layered beings, but we are multi-dimensional, existing in different dimensions and timelines all at once. Right now, we are restrained by time and space, which are constructs of the physical. Time makes us perceive that what we are experiencing is linear, but in fact, we are only experiencing a fraction of the bigger picture. Alternate realities exist alongside our own, which oftentimes bleed into this current reality. So what we call synchronicity, glitches in the matrix, coincidences, the Mandela effect, déjà vu, these are all us experiencing a merging of alternate realities. Yes, I'm saying that we are consistently jumping through alternate dimensions and timelines. So we live on a flat plane, and it's 100% akin to a simulation. When you break down a video game or computer screen to its basics, you get geometric shapes, pixels that make up what we see as a whole. If our universe is a simulation, it must also be made up of tiny repeating shapes as well. That's what atoms, electrons, quarks, etc. are. Small bits of information, pixels, if you will, that make up the whole. Every atom, electron, and quark is indistinguishable from one another, but together they build up everything around us. In a video game, only the areas that are being witnessed by the character are visible. Likewise, in quantum mechanics, particles do not have a definite state unless they're being observed. Many theorists have spent a lot of time trying to figure out how to explain this, but the fact is, we are in a sort of organic simulation, only seeing what we need to see when we need to see it. A galvanic cell is an electrochemical cell that derives electrical energy from reactions taking place within the cell. It generally consists of an anode and a cathode connected by a salt bridge. In simple terms, galvanic cells are devices that use a chemical reaction to create electricity. A battery is a galvanic cell. The anode is the source of electrons, and the cathode is where the electrons flow. Once again, we live in a quantum supercomputer. Earth is its own power source, being both a computer and a galvanic cell, a battery which powers itself. What we call the Arctic Circle is the anode, and the Antarctica ice wall is the cathode. The salt bridge which connects these two components is the vast amount of salt water that covers our plane. Salt water actually makes a very effective electrolytic solution to conduct electricity and move electrons from the anode to the cathode. We can demonstrate this easily by making a homemade saltwater battery with its own anode and cathode. You can see here it's being used to power a clock. The ocean's saltwater provides the necessary conditions for the poles to create self-perpetuating free energy anywhere, anytime. This energy exists in the aether realm, and the aether permeates everything. This free energy is what Nikola Tesla was harnessing with his inventions. Tesla knew about the Earth's generative abilities, and his inventions harnessed the electricity from the aether realm. The dome above our heads holds together the energy produced in the aether. The stars and planets are revolving sonoluminescent lights projected onto the dome that imprint the aether with the simulation's dynamic events, archetypes, and possibilities. That is what astrology is, the ever-influencing clockwork of this quantum supercomputer. So one big battery, that's what we're on. Flat Earth is one big battery. Now, to add to this understanding, we have the sun and the moon. The sun gives us the galvanic battery's energy produced from the north and south poles connected by the saltwater bridge. And the moon recycles this energy. There are two parallel dimensions on this Earth. We are currently residing in outer Earth. Below us is what we could call inner Earth. Now, if you've been following my videos, you have a good understanding of the function of the black sun, which exists in inner Earth. The aether, again, contains the natural electromagnetic energy created by this giant galvanic battery we're living on. The aurora lights are the natural divine green rays shooting out from the black sun. The black sun takes our intent and sends it into the aether realm via this green astral energy. Essentially, we are batteries that power this battery. Our individual and collective electromagnetic frequencies are consistently interacting with the free electricity of the aether. Like I said earlier, the Arctic Circle is Earth's anode. One definition of anode is the terminal by which current enters a battery. The current entering this Earth battery is the aurora borealis, shooting out from the center opening. Our compasses actually point to this area. Through this opening is what the Greeks referred to as Hyperborea. It's also been called Agartha, Shambhala, the Garden of Eden. The moon's square waves do not reach past the center opening. The energy extraction matrix we're in does not extend past upper Earth. For these reasons, my blood brethren and I are expecting to take a mass exodus to the center. 2019 is the date we've decided upon, and in my last video, I gave a rough game plan. The closer we get, the more details will be revealed. If you haven't spilt your blood over your intent, you will not be allowed to come with us. I've explained blood over intent over and over again, but if you're new, I'm letting you know. Blood over intent is a practice where we're aligning ourselves with divine intent with our blood. Our blood is spiritual currency, and positive metaphysical transformations occur when we take part in this alchemy. Side by side, we're publishing it to the internet, which is connected to the aether, and therefore, our blood magic is reshaping the fabric of reality. The more our blood magic sinks in, the closer we are to getting to Hyperborea. Write down, I intend to bring forth heaven on earth, spill a few drops of blood on it, and upload it to YouTube. This center opening is essentially an exit out of this matrix, where we will have an opportunity to eject ourselves from this quantum supercomputer. My independent research has proved over and over again, past the aurora borealis is where we will defeat time and become immortal. These body prisons will go through a metaphysical transformation, and we will finally experience the superhuman abilities that were taken away from us on this side of the fence. In 2019, we are opening the gates to paradise. If you are severely confused, please check out my other videos. This quantum supercomputer called Earth is not an actual computer, like many simulation theorists suggest, but one that is generated by the Black Sun, the womb of creation. In Norse mythology, Ginnungagap refers to the Black Sun. Ginnungagap is the abyss in which all life sprang from at the beginning of the cosmos. As the Eddic poem Volupso writes, that was the age when nothing was. There was no sand, nor sea, nor cool waves. No earth, nor sky, nor grass there. Only Ginnungagap. In the Norse conception of the world, at the center existed the Bifrost Bridge, a bridge that only those with true divine intent could cross in order to go from Midgard, meaning Earth, to Asgard, the abode of the gods. Those who spill their blood over their written intent are aligning themselves with the proper principles in order to pass Heimdallr, the protector of the Bifrost Bridge, to be transported into Asgard. Thank you so much for watching. I urge anyone watching this to keep spreading love and truth, and until next time, I love you all.